What's up, YouTube? It's Dominique, aka Miss Logic, coming to you with a logical standpoint. So, listen, I'm gonna get right to it. I'm not gonna take too much of your time. I've been thinking about something and I've seen it quite a bit. I'm even guilty of saying it myself, and it's the word independence. Okay? So, a lot of adult women, especially black women, we talk about our independence as if it's something that we are gloating about, I guess. And I'm just trying to figure out why. Like, why do we do it? The reason I have my phone, I have the definition of independence, and I'm gonna share that in just a little bit. But one, I think it's kind of crazy that we have to throw that out there anyways. I'm independent. I can hold my own. Most adults are responsible for holding their own. So what else, what else do you do? Like, it's just crazy that we feel the need to throw that out there. And it's also speaking spells. We speak spells, and then we also spell words. Speak spells, spell words. But anyway, when you're constantly throwing out some type of idea or a narrative, you're throwing yourself in that frequency. So if you are trying to get into a relationship, and let's say you're on a dating profile and you're telling the world your independence and you take pride in your independence, do you think that is going to be the proper energy to be exuding into the universe to bring in somebody that you're looking for or something that you want to attract? Probably not. I'll go over these definitions in just a second, but it just kind of makes me think, like, if you have an independent mindset, just like we try to have an abundance mindset, if you have an independence mindset and your goal is to be in a relationship, that doesn't seem like it's the right type of thing to be manifesting. Just think about it, okay? We always say, well, we've been saying when it comes to things that you want in life or that you want to attain in life or obtain in life, then you want to be speaking those things into existence. You want to put yourself onto the right frequency. You want to have the right mindset. But if your goal is to be in a relationship, why would you be talking about or gloating about your level of independence? Because independence, okay, so being able to take care of yourself is one thing. That's self-sufficiency, I believe. Being self-sufficient. Independence is, we're going to get into it. It's different. It's more so being alone. And you're basically putting yourself into that space and speaking that spell and making yourself into that person, an independent person, which is fine for those who choose to be alone and choose to be independent. But there's a lot of people complaining about not being able to find the right person. And sometimes we need to sit back and think about what we are doing ourselves and the type of energy that we're surrounding ourselves with. Because again, an independent mindset, that's just like having a broke mindset and expecting to get rich results. A broke mindset and you expect to get rich results. It ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So if you have an independent mindset and you expect to find a husband or a relationship, a successful relationship, that's probably not gonna work either. Just think about it. Okay? So let's talk about the definitions real quick. This is from Oxford. My source is Oxford Languages. So, independent, free from outside control, not depending on another's authority. Okay? So, women in particular like to state that they are independent, free from outside control, not depending on another's authority. How can you be searching for a leader in a relationship if you are claiming to be independent, free from outside control, not depending on any other's authority? That does not make sense. Not depending on another for livelihood or subsistence. Excuse me. Okay, so not depending on another for livelihood or subsistence. That means that you can live on your own, and that one makes sense. Like, that's more so on the self-sufficient side. So that makes sense. Capable of thinking or acting for oneself. That also makes sense. Capable of thinking or acting for oneself. But let's stop. Again, think about the frequency that you're trying to be on. If you're trying to be in a relationship frequency and you're only concerned with thinking about oneself, at the end of the day, you got to take care of yourself. You are the only person who's responsible for yourself. But when you're trying to get into the right frequency, when it comes to a relationship, again, having an independence mindset, it may not be working for you. Not connected with another or with each other, separate. Not connected with another or with each other, separate. This goes back to speaking spells and spelling words. Speaking spells, though, literally, you're not connected with another person. So that means alone. You're separate. So you're either not with someone or separate. And that doesn't seem like it is conducive for a relationship. That mindset does not seem like it's conducive for a relationship. It's a mindset of being alone. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with having an independent mindset when it comes to things like meditation, things that you would do alone, like quiet time alone, whatever. It's like, okay, I need to be focused. I need to be alone. I need to keep outside sources away because I need this time for myself. That's fine. But when you're going into a relationship, putting that you're independent on your dating profile, making sure that you shout it to the mountaintops, and you're expecting to find a leader in a man, that you're not speaking the correct things into existence. You're actually destining yourself for failure. And I'm speaking to the person who calls himself independent. I just want you to sit back and think. Don't get emotional. Don't think I'm coming for you or anything, but just sit back and think. Is this conducive to my life and what I want in my life? Just think about that. All right. So those are the definitions. And after reading that, it just made a lot of sense. Like, we have to be careful about what we're speaking into existence. We have to be careful about our own behaviors. We have to check our emotions. But when it comes to, again, an independent mindset, I just had to sit back and think like, okay, well, even I'm guilty of saying this. I used to say, oh, I'm independent, blah, blah, blah. One, I'm an adult. Independence comes along with that. Once you hit, a certain age and you leave home, independence comes along with that. Your parents are no longer responsible for your actions. You become responsible for your own actions. So that's something that naturally we just are as adults. We should be. So I don't see the need to shut it out. Also, what was the real agenda behind pushing this whole independent mindset? Because if we have an independent mindset, that's not conducive to the family structure. It's not conducive at all. So again, being self-sufficient, that is conducive. You can take care of yourself. You have the ability to take care of yourself, but you can still work with others. Independent, from the definitions that I just read, is probably not conducive to being in a family situation or being in a relationship. So, I mean, that's just my thoughts. You guys tell me what you think. And please don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace out.